Today is all about promoting entrepreneurship in schools in Buckinghamshire. We've got some really fantastic speakers. We've got Mike Southern, the beer mat entrepreneur.
There's a difference between entrepreneurs and civilians, as you might say, normal people, is that entrepreneurs get off their backsides and do something.
We've got Lynn Kopp, who's a Young Entrepreneur Society mentor for Step 4, your goal achievement plan.
Focus on what you want. It was Henry Ford that once said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're almost certainly right. Because you get what you think.
We've got Derek Brown, who won the Queen's Award for Enterprise in 2006.
It is your attitude, how you apply yourself to make things happen with your intelligence, your good looks, your money and your luck.
And we've also got the keynote speaker, Mr. Levi Roots, the founder of Reggae Sauce.
L to the E to the V to the I, R to the O to the O to the T, S, I am the best, I take off the S off Superman's chest.
You may or may not realise this, but where you go to school, Buckinghamshire is the entrepreneurial heart of Britain. More businesses are started in Buckinghamshire than in any other place in the country.
So I walk into my local banks in Brixton, South London. And as you do when you're walking into banks to ask them for something, you've got to walk in very tight-assed. So I would be like this, I'd be like... and I'd be like, excuse me, Mr. Bank Manager, sir, my name is Levi Roots and I've got the most fabulous sauce, sir, and it's called Reggae Sauce. It's like, get the heck out of here.
What I've been doing for the last couple of years is interviewing some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the country and actually the world. To put their interviews into a programme which is called the 12 Steps to Success, so that I can pass on these entrepreneur stories to you and so that they can advise you on how they did it and give you their stories.
I used to sell sweets at age 11. At age 13 I was selling drinks in the playground, and at about age 16 I started promoting. Like the young lady who enjoyed discos, I thought the discos were rubbish and I'll start organising events.
Put some music in my food for me. Give me some reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. It's so nice, I had to name it twice. I call it reggae sauce.
We've got 14 schools coming from across Buckinghamshire, so it's a huge event. We're expecting about 200 kids from the schools, 16 VIPs, and obviously all the organisers and the speakers. So in total, it's about 250 people today.
It has spokes on them from 0 to 10. 0 in the centre means absolutely awful right now. And 10 on the circumference means absolutely fantastic, the best it could be. And what you will do is you will go around and you will score, when you get time to do this and maybe do it privately, begin to score each of those different areas and begin to think about what is it I really like right now, and be authentic with yourself.
I think it's a lot of fun being an entrepreneur, apart from the days you go broke, but if it happens to you, just write a best-selling book about it. That's what I did, cheered me up. Then freedom. Work yourself, you know, not have to work for some idiot, I'll live with that. But also get people like Alex, for example, they say they're an entrepreneur because they basically have to have some kind of gene, some kind of thing inside them. The DNA makes them be an entrepreneur, which actually translates to can't get a proper job with a big company. Basically, Alex, he's lovely, but he's unemployable, let's be honest.
But I was the future once too. And in fact, I was at this school. And I want to show you a picture of an entrepreneur, because this is when I became an entrepreneur, when I was at this school.
It is the perfect delight. It's got some peppers and some herbs and spice. Me want some reggae sauce.
I could have accepted being a postman, but I wanted to be an athlete. When I started triple jumping, ranked 125 in the UK, I could have accepted that. But I finished, I think my highest ranking was 4th in the UK, and for about 10 years I was ranked in the top 10 in the UK.
The whole purpose of today is to try and promote entrepreneurship more in schools. I'm the founder and managing director of Young Entrepreneur Society, and my passion is to try and help young people learn the skills that they need in order to set up a business. So it was my idea today, and everyone's mucked in and helped, and is really passionate about trying to create the next generation of entrepreneurs, hence why this boot camp is called the Bucks Future Leaders Boot Camp, because they are the future, these young people of Buckinghamshire.
My story began in 1986. When, as a young boy, I decided that I'm going to be this Levi Roots person and stop being the Keith Graham who was, so that I couldn't concentrate on. That used to get me in a lot of trouble. 1986, I ended up in prison. I ended up in prison in 1986. And this is where I thought that it's time for me to change my life.
Good entrepreneurs know that they not only have to look after themselves on the outside, like Levi did, but they also have to look after themselves on the inside.
Find a foil. And that's somebody who has the opposite set of skills to yourself. So whatever skills you have, or whatever characteristics you have, whether you're introvert or extrovert, somebody with the opposite set of skills to start making a team. So if you're lousy with money, like I am, work with somebody who's good with money. If you're good at thinking up ideas, then perhaps somebody good at finishing things.
Hot reggae sauce. It's so nice, I had to name it twice. I call it reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce.
Mike Sutton, he basically said, it's easy, but you've got to act. Derek Brown said, you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to keep going. He could have been a postman. He chose not to be. Levi Roots said, really, you decide who you're going to be. You can be in jail, or you can be invited back as a guest, in a different type of guest. Lynch has told us about how important goals are, and having a structure to try to achieve what you want, and it not just being a wish list.
Reggae sauce. What a ridiculous name. Who would have thought, Who would have thought 3.5 years ago that I would have decided to go on a financial show about finance and enterprise with a guitar?
So I hope you've been inspired. I hope you feel it's been interesting. And I hope you'll do something about it.
So nice, I had to name it twice. When we call it reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce, yeah.